Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about The Flash Season 4 and we'll be discussing the new CGI character that they've been teasing for Season 4 of The Flash. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the information that was teased a few weeks back was regarding a brand new CGI character who would put the visual effects department to the test. So from this we can infer that it is someone of relevance rather than just a one-off villain, say like Shade. So hopefully whatever the character turns out to be, or whoever it turns out to be, hopefully they do a great job with the action scenes, because I'm inferring that it's a villain as Team Flash is pretty full right now. Fine, standing still a character looks really cool like Grodd, but in fight scenes it just doesn't work out for me, because you know, with Grodd, if you go back to the two-part episode in Season 3, you can see what I mean. When the gorillas fight, their movements are really different from what you expect them to be. They're like really slow and they just don't make sense. So hopefully it is a smaller character, or maybe a human character with powers, and hopefully the challenge for the visual effects is to use those powers rather than a massive CGI visual appearance. So I don't think it will be any person or creature that we have seen in the past being CGI heavy like Savitar, King Shark or Gorilla Grodd. I think we will see King Shark and Gorilla Grodd next season, but I don't think this is what they're referring to, so I believe it to be someone new, and I'm just inferring that the character is bad as of now. So it could be referring to the crossover villain. I think this would make most sense, as they're going to have to go full out for the visual effects department on whoever turns out to be the villain, considering it is the spectacular of the year for the CW shows and it's what everyone gets really hyped for, with the whole Arrowverse teaming up to fight against one singular enemy or an army of enemies. So it could be someone like Mongol. He's one option if they go down the Warworld arc, and I think it would be really awesome, as it would link better into the Supergirl TV show, as they could reintroduce Monel if he's not back by then, which I do think will be back by the mid-season crossover, as Monel has had history with Warworld in the past, being the Daxonite Prince and visiting it. So I think that would be a really awesome arc. So if he's back and then he's like, oh, I know Mongol, and maybe Mongol's trying to take over Earth or something, and Supergirl has to call for the rest of the Arrowverse heroes to defeat Mongol, I think that would be really great. Or they could go for the Red Lanterns, which is one of my theories, a very obscure theory because of how big they are and that they're really connected to the Green Lanterns, and they would have to drop a lot of hints to Oa and the Green Lanterns being in the Arrowverse, but they would be a very big challenge for the visual effects team, because not all of them are humane. Like Atrocitus is definitely the opposite of humane, and I think that would be really cool to see the Red Lantern powers, but they could do like makeup for the characters, considering they don't always need to use CGI for the faces, because we've seen that in Supergirl. They do a lot of the makeup, masks and stuff very practically, rather than say in The Flash they do a lot in CGI rather than in Supergirl with all the aliens. It costs less money to not use CGI, and I think it does look more effective when they make it in real life. But it could also be referring to the Thinker, as we know he is supposed to be the big bad of Season 4. It's not been confirmed, but hopefully we do get the confirmation at San Diego Comic-Con in a few weeks. But as of now, we do not know what he will look like, so potentially he could be the CGI character they're talking about, and we don't know whether he'll be a meta, will he be a human using tech, or will he be something completely different. But they could use CGI to make his appearance look more intimidating and cool and more sinister. I think CGI is very good at making people look very different and very different from what we expect, and I think that's a very good way of intimidating the viewers and making them more hyped. But it could be anyone. So what do you guys think? I think it could be referring to the crossover villain. I think that would be my best pick, but it could also be referring to the main villain, or maybe a weekly villain, but I don't think it would be a weekly villain. I think it would be someone who will put a bit more into the TV show than just a one-off. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
It doesn't make us strong, it doesn't make us weak. Tongue tied to service like shark free.